everybody, how you doing? This is Frank with Frankly Horse Racing. It is Wednesday, May 21st, about 9:30 a.m. my time. So as of now, I had a Pace Makes the Race of the Day I was going to do, and a selection today at Indiana Horseshoe, but unfortunately, it looks like the weather didn't cooperate, so the race I had done and handicapped and was going to show some of that and give you a selection. Well, it's off the turf now. So that still gives a lot of opportunity if you've ever... some people hate when races come off the turf. Some are really happy with it. I'm one where it doesn't matter to me. If it comes off, it actually can eliminate some of the horses, and it's an amazing opportunity because a lot of times you get great odds on horses that you're wondering how the heck were they this long. So I would recommend looking back in the form or whatever you look at and see if they had run on dirt before or slop if it's a turf race. So today we're going to switch it up a little bit, and we're going to go with my current top 5 jockeys across the country. Now, there's different tracks. There's big ones, small ones in between that a lot of these jockeys never get to those tracks, and there's some pretty good jockeys at those tracks, and I would recommend researching and looking to see who does well where, and then you can find your own favorite jockeys at particular tracks, which I have, and I have particular jockey trainer combos that I look for. And DJ, who was on last week, is one that really honed me in on this years ago. He's still better at it than me. He's got an eye. He just catches the jockey trainers and a lot of the numbers things that I miss. But we all have different brains and how things work. But anyway, these are the top 5 jockeys that let's say I owned a horse, threw him on as one of these on their back for particular races. So I'm going to go through my top 5. They probably won't be a big surprise to anybody, and give you some quick reasoning, and then we'll wrap it up. We've got the Belmont in less than 3 weeks now. The field's definitely not come together yet, but if we get journalism and sovereignty in there along with Hill Road and some others, it's going to be a pretty exciting race. Now, I wonder where the speed's going to come from, but as this develops over the next 3 weeks, we'll know better, and of course we'll do it by the numbers and talk about it. So let's get into this real quick. So my top 5 jockeys as of now, number 1, and I debated this a little bit, but my number 1 right now, if I had to win a race that I would throw on my horse, is going to be Flavien Prat. And the reason why I like Flavien so much, as I put on there, he consistently puts horses in great position. If you look back to the race against Cornucopian, he had a slower animal, as numbers were showing at that time, but he outraced the rider. He put him in position, and then it was hard to catch him. So I think he's got a great clock. He puts horses in good position, whether they're front speed, from the back, whatever it might be, and he's got a pretty darn good clock in his head. And there's a good reason why he was an Eclipse winner, and he leading the jockey standings and money and all that other good stuff. And there's some other great ones out there, but he consistently did it over 2024. And right now, I'm pretty good. If he's on my horse, I'm feeling pretty confident with my handicapping. And if I see him on the back of the horse, then I'm happy. But of course, it's horse racing. Things happen. But as of now, he is my number 1. So let's go to number 2. My number 2, drum roll, which I don't have. My number 2 is going to be Irad Ortiz. Irad, it took me a while to really come to like Irad and the way he rode, and this was a few years back, and clearly a lot of people thought him and his brother had a lot of shenanigans back in the day. Heck, even this year in one of the prep races, I believe in Tampa, it seemed like maybe a little bit of that. But Irad is another one. You can't be as good as these top 5s without having number 1. Is a great clock in your head. Irad's great on the front end. He can stalk. He can come from a closer. I personally love him best on turf. He's very good on turf. And actually, I was looking at his numbers over the last couple of years, and he's pretty fantastic on turf. So I always kind of thought it was the other way. He was better on dirt, but he's pretty darn good. And another one that if he is on the back of my horse and I need a win, I feel pretty good with him. And he's still, like Flavien, relatively young, so my list has a lot of young jockeys on it. But he's done very well. And the only, I criticized him for the ride in the Preakness this year on River Thames, but, I'm not on the back of the horse. I don't know what he's feeling. I thought he was wide most of the way, but, I'm not doing the riding and I didn't get any instructions. But I still feel pretty good if he's on a horse that I really like and I'm down to my last $100. I'm feeling good about it. So let's move on from here. Number three is Johnny V, old John Velasquez. He is the oldest on my list, but as I put on here, he's just fantastic, relaxing a horse. He's got quiet hands, and I love him the best if he's on a stalker front speed horse. Yes, he's beat me many times and got up off the pace. He's had an unbelievable long career, as everybody knows, but even to this day, I have no problem with him on being on the back of a horse at his age. He's just good. He's just really, really, really good. So John Velasquez is number 3 for me. And again, I kind of prefer him a little more in the front end or close to the pace. But either way, I'm not going to look away from Johnny V if he's on a horse that I like. Number 4 is Jose Ortiz, the other Ortiz brother. He's always been pretty good, but always been in the shadow of Irad. And Irad's put up better numbers over the years, that's for sure. And I personally think in most cases I'll take Irad over Jose. Jose had a great meet down at the fairgrounds. He's been hot this year, but he's another one that's getting so much better at putting the horses in a great position in the race. So he's not causing a lot of problems. One that won't be on my list because he tends to get in a lot of problems, even with journalism, is Umberto Rispoli. And it's not a knock Umberto video here because he's not even on my list. I'm just saying the growth I've seen in Jose, I'd like to see in Umberto. Maybe it's a confidence thing, but Jose's doing a fantastic job. And down at the fairgrounds this year, and especially with Cherie DeVaux, I believe he was above 30% overall. So I don't care where you're at. Those are solid numbers, and he's doing great. I think he's improving, and maybe start challenging his brother so he's not looking like he's always in his shadow. So my last run, drumroll, number 5, probably, I know with a couple of my friends, will be maybe something they don't agree with, but my number 5 jockey on big days always steps up and rides. He's known a lot for maybe a mistake he had earlier a few years ago, but if he's on front speed, for the most part, is where I like him the best, but absolutely he can close. But stalker front speed is where I like him, but man, he's pretty good. But a lot of people don't agree with that, but I love him. And number 5 for me, and I guess I could have done this in reverse order, so I could have done a drum roll on number 1, but I think everybody could have figured out number 1 if I did it reverse. But my number 5 is going to be Luis Saez. Luis is a pretty darn good jockey. If you look even at this year on the big days, he has done a pretty good job on those big days, not only making money for the owners and himself, but clearly for some of us that handicap and wager. So Luis, to me, he rides all over the place. He used to be mainly just based in Florida, and as he got more popular, he started moving around, and he'll ride, wherever he needs to, where they'll bring him in. But he is such a solid jockey. An honorable mention that I was going to put on here, but I didn't because I only did top 5. Maybe it would be like a Tyler Gaffleone. But we could really do this list long, and maybe at some point we'll do different tracks for the top jockeys, because I know there's a lot of people that play the bull rings like I grew up doing, and that still love them out there. So anyway, that is my top 5 jockeys I have so far in 2025, and this accumulates over the last few years for me. So we'll just run them down again. My top jock is Flavien Prat. Close up to him is Irad, and I would say all these are pretty close, actually. But if I had to pick from one of these 5 right now, today, to throw on my horse to win the Belmont, I'm taking Flavien. I really am. Number 3 is John Velasquez. Number 4 is going to be Jose Ortiz, brother of Irad. And number 5 is Luis Saez. Let me know what you think in the comments. Who maybe is your top 1 or your top 5 or even top 3. I'd love to see that, and I think others would like to see that too. Also, please remember to subscribe and like the channel. We're going to continue to keep things coming here, so you can not only learn how to handicap, if you need that, or if you are and have been doing this for quite a while, maybe we can help supplement or give you some different ideas. Like I always say, hey, whoever you like and what's in your head, that's who you need to stay with. But always keep your mind open if somebody else has another opinion. But sure as heck, if you let somebody change your opinion, yeah, you're going to get right on occasion. But in most cases, stick with your opinion, but allow people like me to maybe help you handicap better, and then supplement you maybe on some of these good days where the pools are big and you can help alleviate some of that computer waging. Matter of fact, we're probably going to have a show on that too. This is Frank with Frankly Horse Racing. I appreciate everybody watching. Take care. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and we'll talk to you soon.